How confident do you feel about solving problems dealing with slope? If you want to test your skills on your own first, go ahead and pause the video now and try the problem. And when you're ready, go ahead and lock in your answer in the comment section. In the xy coordinate plane, point P at 6, 2 and point Q, 1, 4 are two vertices on triangle PQR. If angle PQR is a right angle, then which of the following could be the coordinates of point R? This is a great problem where a sketch could be helpful. If we go ahead and look at this on a coordinate plane, point P would be right about here, and point Q is right about here. These are two vertices of triangle PQR, and angle PQR we know is a right angle. Basically, we know that PQ is one side length of this triangle, or right triangle. If we know that angle PQR is a right angle, then R could be along this side over here because you could get a right angle, so R could be anywhere along this line to make a right angle, or R could be in that other direction on that same line going downwards, where R could be anywhere here to make that same right angle. This is where knowing about perpendicular lines can come in handy. Perpendicular lines meet at right angles, which is 90 degrees, and their slopes must be opposite reciprocals. So let's go ahead and figure out the slope of this line PQ. To get from point P to point Q, it looks like we're going to have to go down 2 units here, and we're also going to have to move 5 units to the right. So we know that M, or the slope of segment PQ, is going to be this negative 2 over 5. If we know that R is going to lie somewhere along this line that's going to be perpendicular to PQ, then it must have the opposite reciprocal slope to the slope that we just found. While we don't know the exact coordinates of R just yet, we do know the slope of segment QR must be the opposite reciprocal of this negative 2/5. So the opposite would be positive 2 over 5, but the reciprocal would be positive 5 over 2. These two slopes are opposite reciprocals. Now we have a lot more information to find the coordinates of R. Given that we know the slope of QR is going to be 5 over 2, let's just go ahead from point Q here and let's go up 5 and over 2, or use that slope here. So up 5 units would be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 2 units would be going this way to the right. So this is our ratio here. So I think that we could say that the point that R is going to be on would be somewhere along this line. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and put a point here. And if you want to, you could do the same thing and go 2 units to the left here and then go 5 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could plot another point down here as well. We know that R must be along this line here. If you go ahead and look at each of the answer choices, A is down here in quadrant 4, B is on the x-axis, C is over here, D is over here, and E is up here. Hopefully it makes sense that E would be our answer. Here's that right triangle. Keep in mind for the future that for two lines to be perpendicular or make a 90-degree angle, their slopes must be opposite reciprocals. If you got this question right, nice job.